Yo guys, welcome back to Cryptoria. So I'm going to be covering Beam, but before I do, I'd appreciate if you like, subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you know when I upload. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. So guys, I have just jumped onto a documentation section on the Beam's website that does explain what a Beam is. So as you guys can see, Beam is a scalable, confidential cryptocurrencies based on an elegant and innovative Mimblewimble protocol and Lentus MW protocol. Beam started in March 2018 and it's only 9.5 months later, Beam mainnet was launched. Today, Beam is one of the leading confidential cryptocurrencies listed on over 50 exchanges and accepted in several hundred online stores and services. In terms of some of the key features, as you guys can see, all Beam transactions are confidential by default. There are no publicly visible transactions in Beam. Beam has usable wallets on all platforms, uses cryptographic protocols that do not require trusted setups, and so on. So go ahead and check out all this as well. They do have a whole bunch of key features. Jumping onto CoinMarketCap, as you guys can see, they are ranked 433, so not doing too bad. I will be going over the website today as well. In terms of circulating price, as you guys can see, it is just underneath that 50 cent mark. It is actually down nearly 12% over the last 24 hours. In terms of market cap, it is fairly low at 45 million and circulating volumes is over 16 million. Going over the chart briefly, as you guys can see, to the launch, it did have that surge all the way up towards that $2.70-ish. It did unfortunately go all the way back down to where it is at the moment, but as you guys can see, it does have that price surge potential all the way back towards these highs there, these highs and these highs as well. But we'll be breaking this down later on this video. In terms of where you guys can buy it, as I did mention already, they are listed over 50 exchanges, so make sure you pick out the one that suits you best. But me personally, the best place being on Binance, Gate.io and CoinDCX. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the website now. So guys, I have just jumped onto the website just to give you an insight of what the features are. So Beam confidential cryptocurrency, Beam X confidential DeFi token. Going down quickly, as you guys can see, Beam features privacy by default, confidential assets, atomic swaps and DEX, superior usability, smart contracts aka shaders, and confidential DeFi. So it is important you understand what these features are. Please go ahead and check this out as well. Jumping quickly onto the Beam Foundation, as you guys can see, Beam Foundation is transitioning to Beam X DAO. What is the Beam Foundation? Beam Foundation is a non-profit company with the goal of promoting development of Beam cryptocurrency and supporting financial privacy in general. Beam Foundation is funded by a part of Beam's treasury, aka Founders Reward, in the first 5 years of Beam's existence. The foundation will receive 4% of all mined coins. Beam Foundation is a company limited by guarantee, registered in Singapore, and is run by a board of directors. So our mission is to create and foster a global community of researchers, developers and activists, a community that will maintain, develop and promote the Beam's ecosystem. So it's good that they're doing this just to help supply and pump the market as well in terms of the Beam, and it keeps the project going as well. So it's good that they're doing this, and it's good to understand what they are. So please go ahead and check this out as well. So guys, I will be jumping onto some upcoming news now. So guys, I am back on my favorite website, CoinMarketCap, just to give you the insight of the upcoming news that's actually occurring with the Beam cryptocurrency. So as you guys can see, the big ones being such things like the web wallet, DAO Core, dApp Store and so on. Jumping onto the medium, as you guys can see, it is much more illustrated better here. So Q2, as you guys can see, it did have that hard fork. Q3, as you guys can see, as I did mention, there's that web wallet, dApp Store, so the built-in apps, the train dApp team, the Beam X grants and the dApp Store later on as well. So I do have a whole bunch of stuff happening on this year alone. So hopefully what this does, it actually does help boost the price up a bit as well, and hopefully give the holders and the people who are willing to get into this project a bit more of a confidence of what they guys are up to. So guys, I will be jumping onto the chart analysis now. So guys, what everyone's been waiting for, the price analysis. So guys, I have already marked out a indication of what I think might be happening with Beam. So don't be scared and think this already happened. It hasn't happened. It's just me drawing out this sort of levels of charts. So what I see at the moment, as you guys can see, I have drawn out this fib from here to there, and it has seemed to be rejecting that 78.6 quite hard, so it hasn't actually respected that well. So hopefully what it does now, it does create that level of support. It has actually been tapping into 78.6, so hopefully it does just create that level of support, whereas at the moment going up past these level of resistors back towards these highs here, hopefully create level of supports along the way, breaking that level of resistances, going back up to at least these levels of $50, $40, creating that level of support, going back up towards that all-time high around that $2.10. I do expect a sell-off around this level around here at that $1.30 level, as people might be a bit scared in terms of if it actually will go back up to this all-time high. But in terms of long term, I do see it going up back past this and going beyond that. So hopefully it does mirror this, and if it does, you guys owe me. So going in terms of the short term, as you guys can see, I have drawn out this channel here. As you guys can see, there is this little bit of a channel that's been created, and hopefully what it does now, it does break this channel, retest this level around that channel level, around these level of resistances, and go back up towards the highs around there, around that $2 mark to a $180 sort of level. So that's like the scenario one, which I believe. If not, what will happen is tapping back to that level again, create a level of supports and break that, going back towards these levels here. But I don't ever see going below that ever again. But if it does, that is just another scenario, and if it does, it will go back up toward that $2 again. So just to give you a quick lesson as well, guys, if there is a channel that is like this as well, just expect things like this to happen. So it will obey this little channel here, and then eventually what it will do, it will break up towards these levels here. If that doesn't happen, in terms of the other way, it could happen like this as well. So as you guys can see, the channel is like this, but if it happens like this, just expect a level of this to happen, something like this. So this, and that. So that is my insight. Just to give you a quick lesson as well, if the channel is going down like this, expect to go upwards, which I do expect it going. If the channel is going upwards like this, just expect a sell-off. So those are two different scenarios, just to give you an insight of what it is. But guys, that is my short term. So hopefully what it does now, it creates that level and goes up towards there, breaking that, and then going back, create that little bit of support, going back up towards those highs. Or what I might do is reject it completely and go back towards this, which I don't ever see it happening, but if it does, it does. So guys, that is my short-term and long-term analysis. Hopefully you like this video. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on bell notification for all future videos. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video.